The IAEA will tell you you only need 3,000 to go from 5% to nuclear grade 90%. So we are already allowing them, with what we've conceded so far, to go all the way to full-blown nuclear.
Congressman, are you for a deal with Iran? I mean, and if so, what are the components of that deal? Or is it possible a good deal with Iran an oxymoron, in your opinion?
Well, I think it's going to yield, this administration is going to yield the same kind of deal that the Clinton administration did in Korea.
And I understand your points there, but I do want to focus on Iran. And I ask you specifically, are you for a deal with Iran?
Not when we don't have full information. We should never have pulled the sanctions. They were coming forward with more information, but until they gave us complete access to all their facilities, we should never have pulled the sanctions.
Now, there are some sanctions still in place, and but you feel like they're not effective?
No.
Now, the leaders of Iran are saying, look, we are willing to cut a deal with you, but here's the deal. You have to lift the sanctions immediately. We don't want some sort of 10-year deal. We'll go for a 7-year deal if you get rid of the sanctions immediately.
Yeah, but originally we were going to require complete dismantling of the nuclear capabilities of this rogue nation. They are a terrorist nation, a sponsor of terrorism, worst in the world. They should not have centrifuges spinning, and we're letting them continue to spin as we talk.
How do you prevent that?
You step up the sanctions full-blown, and I think maybe it's time to look at a plan to go in and bomb them, because as Michael Oren once said, until Iran believes that the U.S. is a credible threat to bomb them, they're not stopped.
Congressman, if the U.S. bombs Iran's nuclear facilities, do you think Russia's going to stand by and let that happen?
I don't think Russia is in a position to do anything. They're bogged down too many places.
You really don't think? You think that, first of all, that's a volatile option there to go in and bomb Iran's nuclear facilities. And you really believe that Russia will stop and say, okay, fine, go for it. I mean, that's a dangerous.
Bottom line, Russia's concerned about radical Islamist terrorists much more so than this administration is. They don't want a radical Islamist nation with nukes. They're not crazy over there in Russia.
Okay, so we haven't discussed an actual plan because I'm sure it's quite complex, and so we don't have one on the table, not from you this morning either. But
I think that once Iran realizes we're serious about taking it out, they come to the table.
Congressman Gohmert, we leave it there. Thank you very much, and we're back after this break.